I sat on a boy's lap on a bus ride through a bumpy road.
Story time.
I was in college at the time and frequently rode the bus to and from school. We usually have a uniform at our university, but there was an event that allowed us to dress casually. I was riding home from school when
Probably a pep rally or something like that. I remember those back in school, like high school days, you know what I'm saying? Wait, but hold up. You're riding a bus, so you're definitely 12th grade and below, right? No, yeah, like 12th grade and below. You're riding a bus sitting on a dude's lap, on a boy's lap. I mean, not so out of the ordinary. Let's hear her out.
When I realized there were no more seats on the bus, I was really tired at this point and just wanted to sit down. At the far end of the bus, I saw a familiar face. My classmate from one of my classes during my first year. I walked up to him and said hello. He was kind of a nerdy guy who I found pretty cute. I started a conversation and eventually explained to him why. I was tired and tried my best to not sound mean or demanding when asking him for a seat. He didn't hesitate agreeing and standing up, but before he could do it, I managed to sit on his lap. First, I'm not entirely sure why I did it, as I didn't intend to do so. At first, I think my brain just worked too slow, lol. I kind of panicked and asked if he minded, but he answered no real quick, and that was that. My skirt was so short that when I was sitting down, I was sure my panty was exposed. And
wait, what in the this took a turn. Hold up, wait. I'm flabbergasted right now. Where is this story going? This just took a wild turn. She went from sitting on his lap to wearing a skirt that was way too short and having, you know, undergarments exposed. No, first it went from harmless, hey, how are you, to the nerdy guy in the back. She just wanted a seat. He hopped up, or he was trying to get up and, you know, give her the seat, you know, raise her up, show her that chivalry isn't dead, you know what I'm saying, type shit. And yeah.
And I take it he felt this as I felt him immediately get hard. I thought that.
What is happening, bro? This is the most weirdest story time I've ever heard of, bro. I've never heard of a story time this weird. This is strange. This is very, very, very strange, especially because of what I said earlier. 12th grade and below, dog. 12th grade and below. Why is this being fabricated right now?
It was pretty hot, so when the bus went through a bumpy road or a hump, I grinded my ass a bit more. I could feel myself getting wetter. I think
This is some freaky ass story time, dog. What am I watching? I did not lay this brick in my FYP. I did not lay this brick. I did not lay this brick in my timeline. I did not lay this brick in my freaking recommended. I did not.
Part of the appeal is that he seemed like a sweet, shy, like innocent kind of boy. Since the road was bumpy, he held on to the handle on the chair at the front of us with both hands, so he ended up squeezing my boobs together.
I need the soundbite that just says, I need Gideon's, I've been watching a lot of Gideon lately. I need a soundboard. That's what I need. I need a soundboard to just like tie this all together, because oh my god, my reactions are not enough for this. It's not. I need something to properly display my emotions, because this is I don't know where this is going. I wanted to hear her out, and now I'm scared to finish this.
Together, which was also kind of hot. I started grinding harder on the bumpy road, which I think prompted him to stick out his thumbs holding the handle, so he was able to get handsy with my melons, but in a not so obvious way. There were people around us, and I think he wanted to make it inconspicuous, but it was dark, so I doubt anyone else really saw, since he was barely touching my melons.
Okay, so why is it dark and you're riding the bus? Is it because the pep rally went late and y'all are just riding the bus? But if that's the case, why don't your parents just pick you up? Because I'm pretty sure the bus driver, like, hold on, this has to be fabricated, bro. This can't be real.
It felt like the ultimate tease. It was so hot and my brain was so tired. I slowly inched my hand towards my panties to touch myself. I started slowly rubbing myself, and I'm sure that got to him because he got rid of all inhibition, and he started groping me full on. I also couldn't give any more fucks and started grinding faster and rubbing my panties and his pee-pee. I was on the verge of finishing, so I started grinding and rubbing faster, and this got him to finish, which turned me on even more. I kept doing this until I myself finished. He was still groping me while I was getting myself off, which I thought was kind of sweet. We were pretty much quiet after that and kind of awkward, but
these are kids, bro. I mean, I'm gonna have to even blur that out because I don't even know if they are, but these are grade school people. You know what I mean? I don't know what to say about this. Why is this on TikTok? Why is this on TikTok right now? How has this not been taken down? But I get shadow banned for, I don't even know. I don't even post on TikTok anymore because every time I do, my videos, they don't go anywhere. They don't do anything. And I've done everything, the whole consistency thing, whatever. That's why I just switched to YouTube, because they shadow ban me on TikTok. I'm like, why? Like, this isn't working for me. So I just switched to YouTube. I'm trying to grow a community here. By the way, thank you for 2,500 subscribers. I really appreciate it. Thank you for watching even this far. If you're still here, I don't blame you if you want to click off. I'm sorry, but I have to tell you, there is a part 2 to this that I found, and I have not seen this yet. This is crazy to me. I did not know this was going to go here. I did not know this was going to take this turn. I just, I saw this and I was like, oh, okay, let me what's it called, see if there's a part 2, because I was looking at the comments and they were like, yo, part 2, is there a follow-up? Because this video is almost over and the story is about to end. So I wonder where they're gonna cliffhang or how they're gonna cliffhang. But yeah, I am sorry. I am sorry.
He held my hand for a bit, which was really nice and wholesome. Eventually my stop came and I said goodbye, kinda shyly considering what happened. We kept in touch after this and went on a few dates and made out a lot, but honestly nothing beats the first experience. You guys are looking forward to what's gonna happen. You want to see more? Then download but honestly nothing beats the first experience. You guys are looking forward to what's gonna happen. You want to see more?
It's not that I want to see more, but I need to know how this ends. I just need to know how this ends. This is like, I'm captivated right now, and not for the gross aspect. I just want to know, like, actually, you know what? Let me take that back. I retract all of the past 5 seconds. I retract it. Retract. Leave it out. Bleep it. Yeah. All right. So you ready for part 2?
Why I shouldn't fuck your brains out right now?
Because I don't know if I am.
He asked and I shudder. No, I don't have a reason. I stutter. Good. I am about to forget you are my princess and fuck you like a slut. He promises as he fucks me. I am a slut, only for you. I murmur. I have always had a crush on my dad's best friend, but Jack never saw me as a woman, and rather he always referred to me as a child and treated me just like one. Just that. Something was off in the way he looked at me and spoke to me from time to time. I could feel the need in his voice and fire in his eyes. So when my parents had to leave for some days and he was asked to take care of me, I knew that was the only chance I will ever get at making my feelings known to him and to know whether or not what I saw was real or if I wasn't hallucinating. The first few nights were tough and he kept off saying I was off limits to him, but what if I am not and he is only trying to send me away because of the lady I saw him kissing the other night? Romance billionaire dominant possessive new adult true love contemporary soulmate. 1 week after my 18th birthday, I got the best gift of my life. My uncle fell and broke his leg. I know. It makes me sound like a total ass. I'm not happy that my uncle got hurt, but I am happy that my parents decided to leave for a week to go and help him.
Where is this going? I don't know if this is part 2, honestly, but like I said, I looked on the page. This said TS116. The last one said TS116 too. So also, yeah, I'm just now realizing this probably is like fabricated because it says book title here. But I mean, we're already here. Let's just hear them out. What is this story about?
And I'm really happy that they don't trust me to be alone at the house yet. They asked Jack if he could come and stay at our house for the week, and he'd said yes. Jack is my dad's best friend. He practically helped raise me. I have so many memories of Jack from when I was little. He'd always been there for me, protected me, helped me with anything I needed.
Is Jack about to be an EDP? Is Jack about to do an EDP? Yo. What is up with people, dog? What is up with people? This has 806,000 likes. Y'all are weird. TikTok is weird, dog. TikTok is weird. And how is this still up? I don't understand it.
He was the absolute best, but then my feelings started changing. It started a couple of years ago. I began noticing his rock-hard body, the strong line of his jaw, the cute dimple that appeared in his left cheek anytime he laughed or smiled, and his eyes. Holy shit, his piercing blue eyes that looked so damn good with his black hair. I'd noticed recently that there was a tiny bit of gray coming through, but I didn't care. I just thought it made him look sexier. I'd been saving myself for Jack, and this week I was finally going to get him to make me a woman. His woman. I'd been shamelessly flirting with him for a while now, but so far, he'd refused to take the bait.
Bro, is she just trying to do a reverse EDP? What is happening right now? How is... Yo, he doesn't know, like, he's unprivy to all of this and is just like trying to... it looks like Jack actually might be like the innocent one in this and is just like trying to live life while this like person is like plotting on him and like doing literally the most. And the most diabolical plotting too at that.
But I was 18 now, and he was going to be all mine for a whole week.
Okay. Hey, gloves are off. Gloves are off. She's of age. I mean, if he's with it, Jack, are you with it? Or are you not? She wants it. She wants you, Jack. What are you doing?
I was willing to do whatever it took to have Jack. The poor guy didn't stand a chance. My parents had already left a few.
I wish, dog. Yo, I wish. I don't even think my wife thinks like that of me. I wish, dog. I wish. Oh my God, Jack. This girl is a tiger, and Jack is just low-hanging pieces of meat.
Few hours ago, and when I heard an engine in the drive, I squealed in happiness and peeked out the window. I watched as Jack got out of his black Jeep. Just the sight of him gave me butterflies in my tummy, but that's not all he did to me. Looking at his broad, muscular shoulders and chest, the black t-shirt that barely contained his biceps, and the jeans that made his ass look so fucking delicious made my nipples harden instantly. I felt the familiar slickness between my thighs that I always felt when Jack was around. How was it possible for him to have this?
This is gonna get age restricted. This is 100% gonna get age restricted. 100% gonna get age restricted. I know it is. I just know it is. How is it not?
Powerful of an effect on me. I watched him grab a duffel bag from the back of his Jeep, sling it over his broad shoulder, and head for the door. Nervously, I looked down at the skimpy outfit I was wearing. I'd put on my shorty shorts, a tight t-shirt with no bra, and I'd painted my toes a pretty pink. I'd kept my long blonde hair down, because he'd said once that he loved the way it curled a tiny bit at the ends. Sure, it was just a passing comment.
Bro, this is her dad's friend saying this to a teenager that he basically has seen grown up. I mean, I get it, it's a harmless comment, but what was the context of that comment? Or what were y'all doing? You know what I'm saying? Was it just y'all two? How old were you also?
And yes, it had been a while ago, but it still counts. Damn it, I knew Jack had a key.
So it was a while ago that he said that. Interesting. How long is a while ago? You know what I mean? Is Jack an EDP?
So I waited at the top of the stairs until I heard the door click shut and the heavy sound of his boots in the entryway. Giving my hair one more toss, I ran down the stairs, yelling his name. Jack, I hollered as I came rushing down the stairs. His eyes widened as he took in the sight of my bare legs and bouncing tits. I flashed him a wide smile and jumped into his arms for a hug, wrapping my legs around his waist. I pressed myself against his hard, muscled body and breathed in his familiar scent. He always wore the most delicious smelling cologne, but underneath, it was all Jack, and I loved it. He laughed, gently setting me down before pulling me away from him. I groaned in protest and gave him a pout. Hey, he said, laying a finger under my chin to tilt my face up to his. You're getting a little big to be doing that, aren't you, Simone? Jack, I pouted. Didn't you miss me? He smiled, showing me that sexy dimple. Of course I missed you, kiddo. He gave my arm a quick squeeze before he picked up his duffel bag and headed to our downstairs spare room. I could barely contain my wicked grin as I ran to catch up to him. Tugging on his forearm, I pulled him back towards the stairs. That's not where you're staying, silly. I'm not? Of course not, I said as if it were obvious. Mom and Dad aren't going to make you sleep on that uncomfortable futon for a week. They told me to tell you to stay in their room. I held onto his arm as we walked up the stairs, leading.
Where is this going, dog? Yo, Jack, open your eyes. Open your eyes. You can realize that, yo, are you about to throw away your friendship with her dad for a chance at some teeny bop? Are you? Are you really? Think about it, Jack. Open your eyes. Please, bro. Please. It's NNN.
Taking him to the bedroom right across the hall from mine. Walking in, I threw myself on the bed, rubbing my hand over the top blanket. See? Much more comfortable. I washed the bedding and got everything ready for you. I could see the hunger in his eyes as he watched me laying on the bed, but instead of joining me, he gave his head a sharp shake and quickly looked away. I don't mind staying in the guest room. Maybe it would be better if I were downstairs. No, Jack. It's what they wanted. Besides, I said, rolling onto my tummy and kicking my feet, I'll feel a lot safer knowing you're so close to me. He's
Yo, that imagery, you know, where they're like, hold up. Dude, what are you doing? Dude. Come here. You want to join daddy? You want to join daddy? Look, see? Scooby, there. Hey. Breath. Oh my god, your breath stinks so bad, bro. Old ass. Type shit.
He scrubbed a hand over his face and sighed. I gave a happy squeal when he said, okay, I'll stay in here then. Perfect, I said, jumping off the bed. I'll go and start supper. I walked a few steps and stopped. Oh, I forgot to tell you that they're having trouble with the hot water in the master bath, so you'll have to shower with me. I laughed when his blue eyes got even wider. I mean, use my shower. I hope you don't mind. I didn't wait for him to answer, and instead gave a little excited jump because I liked seeing him watch my tits.
Okay, we're done. We're done. We're done. We're done. I'm sorry. I made you watch that. I'm sorry. I really am. I did not know this was gonna go this way. I really didn't. I really hope at least you enjoyed the background for this. And if you did like this, you're weird, but subscribe. You're weird, but still subscribe. I can fix you. And if enough of you like it, we might watch another one of these, to be completely honest, because I don't know, bro. I don't know. I know it's fake. I mean, it has to be fake. This is all fabricated. So, I mean, it's interesting. It's interesting. It's very smutty, which, yeah, I don't know how I feel about this. But let me know how you feel about it. Comments are right down there. Comments are right down there. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Also, comment Basement Dweller Gremlin if you made it this far. Thank you for 2,500, bro. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. And soon, hopefully, we can make it out this basement, to be quite honest. We're trying to buy a house. I have a wife now. I just got married in India. I got bit by a dog in India. There is like some slight scarring. I've healed. I got that dog in me. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, I'll see you next time. Thank you for watching.